to artifact to other people to other artifacts, right? That's a lot of what knowledge work is all about. I can now set these up essentially as Copilot actions. So that's the first extensibility. Now, of course, you can build full agents. And we ourselves are building many of these agents that have scopes, right, at group level, process level, right? You can have a project agent. We have agents that are working inside of teams, like an interpreter, like a facilitator. This is just like having an additional team member that is helping you with your tasks inside of your team. SharePoint, in fact, every SharePoint now has an agent. And so think of it as an intelligence layer on top of SharePoint that's just built in. So I just want to roll a video to give you a flavor for these agents that are being built in M365.
New agents in Microsoft 365 are transforming how humans and AI collaborate. Meet agents in SharePoint, which unlock high-value insights that are connected to your organization's documents. Created with just a few clicks, these agents enhance knowledge sharing. They can be customized with additional data sources in Copilot Studio and can be shared anywhere like a Teams chat. Next is the Facilitator agent, joining meetings to manage tasks like the agenda, real-time notes, and action items, allowing the team to stay focused on the discussion. And the Facilitator agent can also streamline communication in chats by providing real-time summaries and responding to questions so the team can focus on what matters. With the new Interpreter agent, language barriers are a thing of the past, enabling real-time speech interpretation so everyone can speak and listen in different languages.
Thoughts from marketing about the upcoming campaign. If we get a game plan, we can aim to 내놓는 것을 목표로 할 수 있을 겁니다.
And the project manager agent creates project plans, assigns tasks, and even completes them on behalf of the team, keeping everyone informed and collaborating effectively. Finally, for specialized business processes in HR and IT, the new employee self-service agent in Copilot Business Chat enables employees to get instant answers and take action, such as logging a help desk ticket. And it can be customized in Copilot Studio using pre-built workflows and more. New agents in Microsoft 365, supercharging productivity to reinvent how work gets done.
So that's just an example of essentially agents that we have built into the system. But the real exciting thing is, of course, you all being able to build agents. And that's where Copilot Studio comes in. And our vision with Copilot Studio is simple. This is the low-code, no-code tool for building agents. So think of it like when you had Excel and you could build spreadsheets. To us, building agents should be as simple as building spreadsheets. So Copilot Studio is about helping every one of us to have real agency to shape and reshape the workflows around what we are doing as knowledge work. That's essentially what we want to be able to. It's the swarm of agents around what we do that is helping us get work done, create more flow, less drudgery. And Copilot Studio, like take something like field service, right? It's as simple as first giving it a prompt, giving it the instructions on what the agent is all about. Then it's about grounding it in knowledge sources. Like in this case, it's about pointing it to the right SharePoint source. And then once you do that, it just creates an agent out of the box for you. Right? So that simplicity of being able to create agents that are essentially low-code, no-code programmable is what we're doing with Copilot Studio. So now that you have this Copilot UI for AI, you have the ability to extend it with actions, you have the ability to use agents that are built in and build your own agents. You have a complete system. Now the question is ROI and measurement. Because that's the other question, right? Which is, okay, because one of the fundamental things we want to also ensure is that there's real motivation for change. After all, what am I doing that is better, that is helping improve not only my own productivity, but my organization's outcome? And that's where this measurement comes in. And we're building out these Copilot analytics so that every individual is not just a top-down thing, right? A sales territory manager can now go in and take an output metric, something like increased sales, increased yield, and correlate it back to specific usage of all of these Copilot features. So to me, that's another one that drives the adoption cycle. So you're not waiting, but you're able to see in real time how, with increased usage, you're able to drive business results. So that's really the first platform we're building. Copilot as the UI for AI with extensibility and measurement. Now, we're already seeing fantastic results inside of Microsoft. Basically, we are baking in double-digit strong improvements to productivity across every business process: customer service, HR self-service, IT ops, finance, supply chain, marketing, right? I mean, think about marketing where there is, there's sophistication in buying, but there is a lot of places where there's a lot of inefficiency around content creation. There's massive amount of leverage and operating leverage we get there. So significant use cases across the length and breadth of our own company. And of course, when I come even to India and I get a chance to meet with everyone here, it's no longer, the diffusion is so fast, right? It's no longer about waiting multiple years before it becomes mainstream. I learn a lot by watching many of you deploy this at scale. In fact, this morning I had a chance to talk to folks at Cognizant. They were telling me about how they've deployed it across the entire sort of employee base. The knowledge turns. One of the things that Andy Grove way back in the 90s used to talk about was knowledge turns, which was about being able to create knowledge fast and really be able to then diffuse that knowledge, right? That's what, just like supply chain turns, people talk about them inside of retail. This is about knowledge turns in any knowledge industry. And another one example was what Persistent is doing. They built a contract management essentially agent. In fact, you can just go address it at Persistent, whatever, contract AI, inside a Copilot. You can get access to it, and that agent is available to you throughout the entire life cycle of a contract management, where even a single change can have significant impact. So these are just couple of examples of people already deploying this Copilot system at enterprise scale. So now I want to talk about the next platform, which is the Copilot stack and the AI platform. Now, to us, we've always conceptualized and built Azure as the world's computer. We continue to be super committed to it because one of the fundamental realizations is AI doesn't sit on its own, right? It requires the entire compute stack. And so we are building that out at a worldwide level. We have 60 plus regions. We have 300 plus data centers around the world. In India, we're excited about all the the regions we have, right? We have Central India, South India, West India, and then we also have the capacity that we built up with Geo. So we have a lot of regional expansion happening, and I'm really, really excited today to announce the single largest expansion we have ever done in India by putting $3 billion additional dollars to expand our Azure capacity. I had a chance to meet the Prime Minister Modi ji yesterday. It was fantastic. It was great to listen to all his examples. Yeah, his vision around how he wants to drive through AI mission. But it's that combination of really the yojanas he has, the India stack, the entrepreneurial energy in this country, and the demographics, both on the consumer and the business side, that is all getting into a virtuous cycle. So that's why we feel fantastic about bringing core compute capability for the next generation AI. And so now, with infrastructure, there is in some sense a new formula for, quite frankly, for any country or for any company. I think of that formula as tokens per dollar per watt. That's it. Tokens per dollar per watt, right? For 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we will be talking about the correlation, quite frankly, between GDP growth in any community, in any country, in any industry, or even in a company level, fundamentally their own growth, on how efficiently are they able to drive that equation. And to that end, that means infrastructure needs to be the highest priority. And we are innovating in every layer of it, right? Think about it. At the data center level, like these data centers are just, everything from how we think about even the construction of a data center that is optimized for liquid cool AI accelerators is a new engineering feat. And so that's what we're doing. Everything from how do we then work with upstream from us with renewable energy folks to get onto the grid base load that comes to our data centers that then has the right cooling infrastructure with zero waste and zero water usage. How do we really make sure all of that gets built into at a system level? And then, of course, silicon innovation. We're innovating with NVIDIA. In fact, today, I think we have our first GB200 clusters up live in one of our data centers. Very excited about what that would mean. We are then also working with AMD. We are building out our infrastructure we are building our own silicon with Maya, all of these. In fact, Maya today is taking a lot of the customer service traffic in Microsoft.com. So we're building, I would say, world-class AI accelerator infrastructure, but the entire system